EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, 19, 24. Any day. Kill.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Watson steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Alex Okafor able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. The big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. And some room to roam now. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Mahomes now on first down. He finds McCoy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. These two teams all tied after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards on the play. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Going deep for Hopkins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. A first down carry now for Miller. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. It's complete to Hopkins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Punching it in from a yard away. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Okafor. What percent pays off? Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Watson now to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
He'll return it from the 6.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And some room. Lamar Miller, the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now it's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw is Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On fourth down, Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Frank Clark. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a...
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this kick is not going to